Hello there, my friend, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about something super important, and that is, of course, how to write a good cold email / pitch. Or more specifically, how not to write a cold email or pitch. Because you can be the best writer on the planet, but if you don't know how to market yourself and pitch and cold email and actually land clients, just because you have writing talent doesn't mean you're automatically going to become successful. You're still going to have to work for it and learn how to put yourself in front of people who will hire you. Now, before we get started, I do want to mention that this is coming not only from the perspective of me having a lot of freelance writing experience, it's also coming from the perspective of me having received a lot of pitches, some of which were okay, most of which, if I'm being honest, were pretty fucking terrible. But the good news about that is that if you can actually write a good pitch, it's going to be really easy for you to stand out, because I'm not kidding when I say most of them are terrible. But if you can avoid the mistakes I'm going to be talking about in this video, you will be one step closer to landing client work or whatever opportunity you are pitching yourself for. And before you leave this video today, make sure you enroll in my totally free freelance writing course. It is linked down in the description box below. Over 5,000 writers have gone through this course, and it is full of actionable advice you can use to market yourself and land clients, even if you have no experience. Also, if you enjoy this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, because it really does help my channel out, and subscribe if you want to see more videos about freelance writing. Let's go ahead and get started. Mistake number 1 is writing a giant wall of text. Let me tell you, nobody is going to sit there and read a big ass paragraph that a stranger sent to them. That's why you have to break up your text. Anytime you're writing for the internet, whether it's an email or even if it's for a blog post or website copy, you have to make sure that your content is very easy to digest, because people tend to skim the content they read online as opposed to actually going through and reading each word. So how can you do this in your pitches and cold emails? Well, you want to break up your text with things like bulleted lists and bolded text and white space. In other words, don't have long paragraphs in there as much as you can. Let me give you an example of this. If you are pitching 3 guest post ideas to a website that you want to write for, don't just throw them all together in a big paragraph. Maybe put them in a list format with all of the titles bolded, with a 1-sentence non-bolded summary out to the side of each. Something like this makes it very easy for the reader to scan for those important points and understand exactly what you are trying to communicate. Mistake number 2 is being the wrong fit and or straight up saying that you're not a good fit for the job. One time I was looking for writers, specifically writers who could help me by writing blog posts. I had someone pitch me and say straight up that they were not a good fit, that all they had was journalism experience. Do you think I hired that person? Absolutely not, because they just straight up said that they weren't a good fit for what I needed. If you are not a good fit for something you are pitching, either don't pitch them, go pitch something else, or make yourself a good fit. The journalist who pitched me could have easily gone and self-published a blog post on Medium or LinkedIn Publisher, or started their own blog and just sent me even one blog post writing sample to let me know that, hey, they actually are capable of doing what I need them to do. Now, this is why having a clear niche and area of specialty is so important, because, for example, if you're an IT copywriter, you're already going to be a great fit for IT businesses, right? You don't have to be a generalist and not really know whether or not you're going to be a good fit for all different types of businesses. You can be confident and present your niche expertise and present yourself as the perfect fit for the specific type of business you help based on your niche. So again, if you're not the right fit for someone, either don't waste time pitching them and actually focus on pitching people you are the right fit to help, or get out there and make yourself the right fit for them. Create a sample that aligns with the kind of work you want to pursue. The third mistake, and I see this all the time, is being way too self-focused. Let me tell you, when I was receiving a lot of pitches, I had so many people say things like, I really need this experience, I really need this money, I really need this job. But here's the thing, clients do not give a shit about what you need. They want to know what's in it for them. What can you do to help them? What are you bringing to the table to help their business? So let me give you an example of this. Several of the pitches that I've received have said stuff like freelance writer looking for work, or freelance writer needs job. Things like that are not client focused. That shit is gonna get your email deleted. Again, clients don't care about what you need and how much help you need. They wanna feel confident that you can help their business, and that is not gonna happen if you are presenting yourself as a freelancer who is self-focused and desperate for work. If you have a clear niche and if you know exactly who you're marketing to, you should also know exactly how you can help that kind of business with your content. Those are the things you wanna focus on talking about instead of talking way too much about yourself. The fourth mistake is being way too unconfident. Now look, I totally understand being new to freelance writing and having imposter syndrome and dealing with these thoughts of, oh, I'm not good enough and the client's gonna hate my work and all those kinds of things. I have definitely been there. But here is the thing. When it comes to confidence, you can and absolutely should fake it until you make it. You have to present yourself confidently because that builds trust with clients. I've had people who I've hired who have said things like, I'll try to get it done by the deadline and I might be able to do that. That shit does not cut it when you are a business owner. You have to come across as confident, commit to what you can do, show why you're a good fit. Don't ever say things like, I think I might be able to get this done. That is gonna land your pitch straight up in the trash can. Before a client will hire you, they absolutely must trust you, and presenting yourself confidently is what will build that trust. On to mistake number 5, which is using way too much business jargon and just general bullshit words that don't really mean anything. You'll probably know what I'm talking about, words like leverage and synergy, things you might see in a really boring business presentation. But I'm also talking about saying things like, I am a highly skilled writer who excels in creating error-free content. First of all, creating error-free content is not a selling point. That is the bare minimum expectation of you as a freelance writer. And second, so many writers say these kinds of things about themselves that it just makes it meaningless. If you want to show that you're a highly skilled writer who is worth trusting and worth hiring, then show that by using social proof. Show that by sharing your website that has testimonials in it. Show it by positioning your niche expertise and coming across as confident, because words are not enough. It's not enough to say you're creative and highly skilled. You need to show those things if you want to get hired and if you want to land awesome writing opportunities. That is all for today's video, my friend. Make sure before you leave, you enroll in my totally free course. It is linked down for you in the description box below. It's going to teach you the marketing strategies I use to build a $5,000 a month freelance writing business within about 4 months of getting fired from my shitty full-time job. Also, hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video because it really does help me out, and be sure to subscribe before you leave. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.